Good morning, everyone. Today is February 28th, Monday, and we are super excited to welcome all our kids from grade 1 through 12 on the campus for all 5 days. Over the last few weeks, we have been celebrating Science Day across different grades. And we have our primary learners here with us who are going to be telling us what have they been doing. Yeah. So who do we have? Hi, Saira. Saira is from Cool Cats. We have Akshara from Leaping Lions. Hi, Akshara. We have Tarun from DD.
Hi.
We have Sanhu from GG.
Hi.
And we have Samaira from SS. Okay, so let's ask Saira, what did you do for Science Day? How did you celebrate it?
We did a few activities. The first one is
Is that the one you did in the art room?
no.
Okay.
Um,
So you tell about the activity you did in the art room.
in the art room we made art with shadows and
So how did you make art with shadows?
we took a few objects and put it near a light on a paper and then we traced it with a pencil.
Oh, lovely. What kind of objects did you trace?
Glue sticks, scissors, and a few of my hand puppets.
That is so nice. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Lovely. Are you learning about shadows in your class?
Yes.
Would you like to tell us something about shadows? What you've learned?
Okay. How shadows come is when you're blocking the sunlight.
Oh, lovely. Let's go on to Akshara and find out. What
Okay.
did you do in LL, in science? For the Science Day.
Well, I learned about magnets. I learned levitation, how to make magnet art, the strength of magnets, which is a lot, and magnetic force fields, and the magnet, the earth.
Tell me, where did you learn about all these things? Who taught you?
The 12th, 10th, or 7th graders taught me, and it was in the physics room.
Can you tell us about one activity that you really liked?
Well, the one activity that I really liked was the magnet art and the magnetic force fields.
Yeah.
The magnetic force fields was really cool and fun. The iron pieces form their way all around the magnet, making it look like a tracing. And the magnetic art, there was a paper clip on a paper. We were waving a magnetic wand under the paper with the paper clip on it.
I have a question, Akshara. What made that iron clip move?
The magnet.
That's interesting.
And it spread the paint around the paper. It looked like a zooming aeroplane.
Wow,
was
that
really fun.
surely sounds so cool. Yeah, now let's ask Tarun, what did they do for Science Day in Dynamic Dolphins? Come, Tarun.
For Science Day, we had 3 stations, and for each station, you had one activity that you had to either do or solve. For the first station, we had different animals, and we had to put them in the correct order to make a food chain. For the second station, we took different forms of energy like light energy, solar energy, wind energy, and we wrote the definition. for the third station, this station was my favorite. We looked under microscope to see bone cells. Then we drew what we saw and wrote what we could see and understood.
And where did you go to see things under the microscope?
The microscope was brought to our class.
So so you said the third activity was your favorite?
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Let's hear from Sanu. Tell us, what did you do for Science Day?
We did magic milk experiment, which in a bowl of milk we pour some food coloring, and if we dip dishwasher with the earbuds, it will make a nice pattern.
Did you do this for another grade level?
No, we did it by our grades.
Oh, lovely. Is there any other thing that you did?
Yeah, we did magnetic arts. On top of a magnet, we put some iron filings, and we could find out the magnetic field. We can't see it normally
Why is it that you can't see the magnetic field normally?
because it is a force that is invincible.
A force that is invisible. Does anybody know what is that kind of force called? Okay, thank you. Okay, let's hear from SS. Samira is going to be telling us what they did in Soaring Seagulls for Science Day.
So, as we celebrated Science Day last week, we collaborated with the BBs and did a really fun activity. So, we made something called Oobleck because the theme was transformation. Oobleck is like a fluid that temporarily thickens or solidifies when force is applied. So, we were each assigned one child and we taught them how to make Oobleck and discuss the properties of solids and liquids with them. So it was really fun and the BBs really enjoyed it and they wanted to keep continuing making Oobleck. They didn't really want to leave. And we were also invited by the grade 7 as guests to watch them do experiments. So there were different stalls and we were split into groups. So we would go to those stalls, watch the experiment, write down our observation and feedback. So we learned a lot from the grade 7. So one experiment that I learned a lot from was solutions. So basically what they did was they took rock salt, crystal sugar, I think that's what it's called, and normal sugar. So they timed each and everything and they did a fair test to see which one dissolves the fastest. So normal salt dissolved the fastest and rock salt took the most time. The Science Day was a great learning experience for all of us and we all enjoyed a lot. I know Oobleck and
Akshara, do you want to share something about Oobleck?
yes.
Yeah.
Oobleck is very gooey. It's neither solid or liquid. And I also have one friend in grade 7 who taught me the same experiment which Samira learned.
That's amazing. Okay, so would you like to continue doing all these experiments?
Yes.
Yes. Amazing. Okay, so any one new thing that you learned from all these experiments that you did, or the experiments that you did for the younger grades, or when you went and saw the experiments done by the older grades? Okay, Akshara has something to share.
I learned that the strength of magnets was infinite. I even tried the same experiment at my home. And I also learned how to make my own magnets by rubbing paper clips onto the magnets and then sticking the paper clips onto one another.
And did it work?
Yes.
Wow.
I even tried the same thing with coins and that worked as well.
Thank you, Akshara. Anybody else?
For the FFs, we also did Oobleck, but we did something called fake snow. Then it is really feels like snow, but it isn't cold.
Oh, so did you make fake snow for the flighty frogs?
Yeah.
Could you tell us something about it? How did you make it?
We just make some water and cornstarch and like that. Almost same as Oobleck.
I am sure flighty frogs had a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brothers and flighty frogs.
Wow, did he enjoy that, Akshara? Did he enjoy having fun with fake snow that the galloping gazelles did?
No, my brothers and flighty frogs.
Yeah, and the galloping gazelles made fake snow for flighty frogs. So why don't you ask him if he enjoyed it? So that's all from us. Tarun has something to share. Sorry, Tarun.
Also, we had a guest speaker coming and we sat in the music room and we learned how vaccines work.
And tell us, how do vaccines work?
A few vaccines inject dummy viruses into our body for our body to get ready for the real virus.
Dummy means something that you can use as a test.
As a test?
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
So that your body will actually prepare for the real virus. It's just like a similarity to the real virus.
Just a similarity. That's an interesting overlap,
It's a
Akshara.
non-harmful virus that your immune system can use to test. So that when it comes for the real one, it knows how to protect itself.
Okay, so the dummy virus prepares our immune system to fight the real virus.
Yeah, it's non-harmful.
Thank you, Akshara. Thank you, Samaira, Tarun, Sanhu, and Saira. And can we say bye to all the audience?
Bye.